Hey, what's up, everybody?
What's going on?
This is Tony.
And I'm Jenny.
And we are Lido, Loca, and it's Tuesday Night Live.
Tuesday Night Live.
It's the MSC Seaside question and answer review family meeting. Who got in trouble last week while we were gone? Tuesday Night Live.
Were we on the MSC Seaside?
We were this very night last week. We were on the MSC Seaside. We'd already been to Puerto Rico. This day we were in St. Tomas. Is that the way you say it? Tomas?
No, I think we were in Puerto Rico.
Oh, wait. That's an American Virgin Island. So we call it Thomas. St. Thomas, not Tomas.
Is it St. Martian?
It is St. Martian.
Oh, that's
St. Martin. It's not a... There's... I don't,
Martin.
It's got 2 A's in it, but I'm okay with it.
Are you?
Ooh, 7 Sundays travel. I just looked over at the chat. They gave me love on the Deadpool shirt. That's right. I'm feeling my Marvel today.
What hat do you have on?
I've been completely taken with Into the Spider-Verse. That just dropped on digital today. I didn't buy it yet, but I'm very tempted. But just in honor, I am wearing a Spider-Man hat to go along with my... I know you want to see it, right? I am wearing a Spider-Man hat to go along with my... and I have on my Marvel underoos, but that's a whole different...
What?
That's a whole different party, kids. Whole different party.
And I have on Loca's Group Cruise 2018.
That shirt
was gifted to us.
That shirt was crafted by the Flanagans.
The Flanagans.
Joe and Emily. You'll recognize them. They're in the chat tonight. They're working the wrenches. Anybody that gets out of line, they will smack you down. One of our great moderators. I know that Ellen is in there tonight, and of course Matt, the cruise geek, is in there. And it wouldn't surprise me if Roy and Amanda's in there. I haven't seen them yet, but there's Amanda. I see it. So
there
Jenny,
yes,
Jenny.
Yes, Anthony.
We returned. So we went to Miami.
We did
a couple Wednesdays ago, almost 2 weeks ago today.
Well, Thursday.
Right? Thursday.
We left Thursday morning.
So
drove straight through.
On Thursday, it would have been 2 weeks. We went to Miami. We spent 2 days with your family eating wonderful Latin cuisine. Cuban to be more specific, and had a good visit. And then Saturday
Well, wait, let's just back up just a second. We had a wonderful visit with my family.
Yes.
But I was very disappointed in Miami.
Why?
Because I didn't get to see Mr. Worldwide.
Pitbull did not...
I mean, he didn't come and meet me.
I think we went with the assumption that whenever you go to Miami, Pitbull is at the city limit welcoming first-time visitors. It wasn't the case. But what we did get welcomed with in Miami is a bunch of traffic.
Yeah.
I don't know if you knew this, Jenny, but Miami is a big city.
It's a beautiful city, too.
I knew it was a big city, but I didn't think it was going to be Atlanta...
Well, it was your first time there,
yeah, I didn't think it was going to be...
I kind of knew what to expect because I've been there.
The traffic was like Atlanta. The traffic was like Dallas. The traffic wasn't quite like New York City, but it was pretty close. But yeah, it was really pretty.
It was pretty close for sure.
The weather was nice, and there's a lot... The thing I liked about it is it had a neighborhood feel. There's a lot of different neighborhoods there, so that was kind of cool.
Yeah.
MSC Seaside, Jenny, just a quick overview. Did you enjoy the cruise? What do you think about your first time on the MSC cruise line?
I mean, I had a great cruise.
Yeah?
Yeah.
Any highlights? What did you like the best?
I mean, the decor was absolutely beautiful.
Yeah.
Yeah. And it took a little bit to get used to the deck plan.
Yeah.
But once you got the hang of it, it was a nice flow.
If you're new here, we just want to say welcome aboard. Most of these shows are kind of free-flowing.
Free-flowing.
Trying to get a few things out of our brain at the beginning. We will jump into chat. We'll spend maybe 5-6 minutes trying to say hello to as many people as possible. And, of course, please ask us questions. We will do our best to answer your questions.
Yes.
There's usually so many we can't answer them all. And so make them interesting. Put them in capital letters. Write question in the front of it. Anything that you think will get our attention, do that because there's a lot going on in the chat. Mm-hmm. And but, yeah, so... Seaside, Jenny. So the challenge for us...
Buffer for death. What?
What? Oh yeah, it's it buffering? So sorry. So the I have to think about it now, Jenny. What was I gonna say?
Sorry.
So the thing is, we just came off the Oasis of the Seas, and the deck plan for the Oasis was really wide open.
Right.
And so when we went here, we went to a deck plan that you kind of had to navigate, and it wasn't as open. So that was a little bit of a challenge coming off of the Oasis of the Seas, but we quickly got into the flow and we were able to find everything okay.
Absolutely. And MSC has a nice app.
Yep.
And they have the ship map right on there. So anytime I felt lost, I was able to pull that up. And then they have those, what would you call them?
Like
those,
kiosk
yeah.
boards. Yeah, so, or information boards. That was really the cool thing. The app did a good job of doing the you are here part. And then also on every hallway, they had these huge touchscreen LEDs that they would tell you where you were at. And you could sign up for shows and sign up for dinner.
Yeah.
It was very cool.
It was.
So I do have some big news. I had to reschedule. So I'm 47. Somebody will be 48 next week on the 4th of March. It's not me. I will not be 48. I will continue to be 47. But happy early birthday, Jenny.
Oh, thank you.
Happy early birthday. But for the first time in my 47 years, I got summons to jury duty. And it was during our cruise, and I was able to get it deferred for a week. And the process here in North Carolina is you have to call after 5:30 p.m. the night before you're supposed to go be a juror, that you're supposed to go adjudicate. I don't know, did jurors adjudicate, or is that just the judge or the lawyer? Anyways, and I was hoping that I was going to work a big time auto theft ring case. Maybe I was going to weigh in on some drug cartel stuff that could be going on. I don't know. Who knows what? Look, I was going to put my mind to work for the justice of America. So I called the number tonight, and guess what?
What?
I was excused from jury
I know.
duty.
I was so excited when I heard that.
I don't have to go to jury duty.
Yeah.
I think I would have been an excellent juror, though. Like, I think I could have been the guy they interviewed on TV.
Oh, I mean, absolutely.
And, sometimes I think if I was a juror, I would always be the guy that held out, so that you could get a couple extra days in sequester.
Come on, they pay you like $12 a day.
Yeah, but you get to sit and argue, and they give you...
Oh, you would be great at that.
And they give you free food.
Okay.
And you get paid.
It would kind of be like being on a cruise.
Very similar to being on a cruise.
Right.
So, no jury duty for me. But...
All right, let's hold up just a second.
Yes.
Don's family vacation is in the house.
Who, Don Terrace?
Don Terrace.
Is he surprising us?
He surprised us for the MSC Seaside. We kind of thought he would throw out hints here and there. And then Don showed up on Embarkation.
Yeah, it was pretty interesting.
It was the most wonderful, it was wonderful to meet him. He is such a wonderful man.
Yeah, so what's up, Don? I missed hanging out. Like we hung out so much that it feels like something's missing. Thank you for coming tonight. So yeah, it was super weird. I'm used to being behind the camera, and we had checked into the MSC Seaside. We had made it through our group photo, and we were waiting to mount an escalator that would take us to the gangway that would take us on board the MSC Seaside. And I'm standing there, and I think I'm talking to Jenny, and I'm like, man, I get the sense that somebody is recording me. So I look over, and there was Don, and it was a great surprise. And Don held his cards close to the vest. He dropped some hints on his own channel that made it sound like he was going on the seaside. And then he kind of reached out incognito to try to find out what we were doing on the seaside. And I asked him point blank, I said, Don, drop the charade. I said charade just, because he's Canadian, and I think that's the way they say it. I said, drop it. Well, I typed it, so I don't know if it came through that well. But I said, look, you're going to be on the seaside. He's like, nope, just not going to do it.
He wasn't
I think we
in.
talked on the phone. He said he wasn't going to do it. So it was a great surprise. And I just want to tell you one thing about Don, and I don't think it will be speaking out of school. Don's an excellent driver. They had a Formula One simulator on the cruise ship, and the person with the high score at the end of the week got a prize. So I won't spoil it. I won't ask him what he got, but I can give you a hint that he was somewhere close to the top. So hopefully he got a prize, and maybe we'll see that on his vlogs. And then there was a couple epic bowling matches, and again, I will not spoil that until,
I was just gonna
until
say,
the vlogs come out.
I mean, his form. Just wait till you see the vlogs.
It's very good
The form
stuff.
was wonderful.
Very good stuff. All right, Jenny, it is 10 after. I'm going to spend no more than 5 minutes saying hello, because I know that is a speed bump for some people.
All right.
But this is a family meeting, and look, we do have some family business that we have to take care of. I heard you guys got a little rowdy in our absence last week. Maybe I don't want to know. Maybe I just don't want to know.
We don't want to know.
Look, nothing seems broken. I didn't have to bail anybody out of jail. Everybody seems to have all their fingers and toes. So if you guys had a good time last week without us, then I hope it's good. But yeah, so if you're out there and you don't like the hellos, look, we're going to do 5 minutes now. We'll do 5 minutes later. But I think the family like to be said hello to. So
Well, I want to say hello to David Barish. Thank you.
David Barish is brand new, doesn't look a day over 27. Wow. See, now David Barish knows how to get a comment recognized.
That's
look at
right.
this. All right, I'm going to go back to 9 o'clock. I tried to say hello by text to most everybody that was in before 9. And
Don said first place, baby.
Oh,
I
good,
cannot wait
good.
to see what you won, Don.
What did you win, sir? That's what
I
I want to
know.
All right, here we go. Let's go. Wow, let's go back to 9 o'clock.
Okay.
And see what's going on, see what's happening, see who's in the house.
In the house, in
Wow.
the hizzle.
A lot of people in the house.
Mm-hmm.
Trying to get back. Okay, I don't know that I can get all the way back. Here we go. I'm just gonna arbitrarily pick.
Just start.
Okay, I'm at
Go
the
ahead,
top.
Go.
What's up, the Claykowskis?
Let's see how fast you can do it.
No, I don't
Be
want
a
to do
speed
it fast.
reader.
I don't want to do it fast. Jay. Look, some things take time. I just want to say the
Claykowskis,
are
I
in the
love
house,
them.
Bagak,
Yeah.
and they're saying hello to Griffin Alyssa. So I'm assuming that Griffin Alyssa's in the house. What is up?
Well, hello, Griffin Alyssa.
David Brandy's excursion. Lisa Wilson. Sharon at Sea is in the house. Our friend Sharon, good to have her. I'm sure Jamie is there somewhere.
I am
Keith
sure.
Hensley is in the house. Of course,
The
Amanda
Hensleys
shows
and
in
Carrie
the
Ann.
house, working the wrench. She's moderating. Don't bother her. She's moderating, okay? Marty Morris. Hey, I just want to give a big shout out. So Roy and Amanda, they took a camera with them and they started making vlogs on their last cruise on the Horizon.
Yep.
And I tell you what, there's some really cool stuff coming out of there. I really did like. I always wondered how you guys packed. You guys packed 10.
Yeah, they've always
Listen
been
to
my
this.
hero.
Listen to this. Go to Roy Show's Adventures. Subscribe to their channel. They're a growing channel. But Amanda has packed a 10-day for herself, 10 days worth of clothes into a large carry-on. She's got a backpack. She got like a purse. Roy said it's Victoria's Secret. I don't know. He seemed really excited that it was from Victoria's Secret, which I'm cool with. And he said that just that backpack and the Victoria's Secret, 10 days. That is impressive. I can't get 2 days in a backpack. Okay,
Yeah.
Here we go.
And if you can't find his, well, we'll share it in a minute. But I did share that video on Lido Loca Cruising Community
Absolutely.
Yeah.
Marty Morris.
because it was impressive.
Hey from Marty and Scarlett in Larango.
Well, hello.
Low Ranger, Louisiana.
Wait a second.
Yes?
Matt Allen.
Yes.
He saw Pitbull in Orlando.
Oh, it was at the Madam, it was
I
at the,
know.
wow, okay, cool.
We saw J-Lo.
What's up, degenerates? How's it going,
in
guys?
Vegas.
Roger reading from Central Florida. Nice af. That's right. Oh, you saw the pickup line video. I forgot about that one. Hey, girl.
Hey, girl.
I still think that's
Stephen
classic.
Boyce is in the house.
Stephen Boyce. The Boyces just came off of the Princess Cruise Lines. So
Yes,
cool.
I know you had a great time.
Jennifer Corbin.
Loving the vlogs.
Violet Eyes. Jeannie Brock. Shipshape with Ann, of course. And Stephen. Wicked Wonder. Liz Bream in the house. What's going on, Liz? Good to have you here tonight. Missy Cutler. 7 Saturdays travel. I like that.
I love that.
How was the MDR? I liked it. We'll get into it in a minute. All right,
we'll get there.
Let's make a mental note. Let's talk about the breakdown of MDR versus specialty dining versus buffet.
Okay.
Douglas Bray, Michael Keller. Hopefully I'm saying that right.
BJ
Jeannie Brock,
Reed.
BJ Reed. Nana loves cruising. That's our friend. That's our new friend Julie.
Yes.
And her husband Mike. They're from Wisconsin. They had some snow. It was really good to meet them on the MSC Seaside.
Oh, it was lovely.
And
they're so great.
they're going to be in the vlog from the last night, and you're going to enjoy these folks. So show them
miss
some
you
love.
guys.
I miss you guys for sure. Lisa Wilson from Scotland. It's
Scotland.
2 in the morning. I just got to say something for that. 2 a.m. Stayed up just to tune in. Only been watching you guys a few days, but you love us already. Look, we've only seen you for 30 seconds. We love you. How about that? It happens just like that. It's
Bam.
It's what they call a connection.
It is.
You know what I'm saying? You feel what I'm saying, Jenny?
I feel you.
You know, she hid every piece of Velcro tonight. I have these rubber bands. That I'm using for my hands.
I'm almost afraid that they're gonna hit me.
Oh, Randy Charlton is in the house. Lisa M. Garcia, what's going on? Michelle Laufenberg, I hope I said that. We think you're awesome too. Thank you so much. Huebner Hijinks on the Seas. Sea Day Travel, I like that name.
Yeah.
We saw lots of kids on the seaside. That's a great question. I saw too many kids on the seaside. No, we love kids. We have kids. But there was a lot of kids on the seaside. Let's see. Of course, Roy Show is in the house. Chavez Mom 75. What's going on? Scott Weber. Katie Whalen. Betty Lee. How am I doing? Okay, one more minute of this. Jordan Jackson. What's going on? Reagan Martin.
Oh, I hope all the kids are feeling better.
Sharon at Sea, Jamie had a question.
What's that?
Did you miss me? Absolutely,
Jamie.
The little picture that you sent me, I don't know if this... Look, do you guys remember how when you were in school, they would take your picture and then they would send home a sheet of pictures and then you would cut them out and then you would exchange them with your friends? I don't know who's still doing that, but Jamie sent me one of those little, like, elementary school pictures.
And it was up on the nightstands every night.
I took it with me. I figured if a dude's going to send you an elementary school-style picture, you got to take it with you. So every night, Jamie, just like the weird crayon-written instructions you gave me said, just tap it and say goodnight, I did it, okay? I did it. I didn't film it. I felt weird about that, but I did do it.
Yeah, and listen, if you want to see Jamie and Tony... Get on the 2020 Loca Sharon at Sea group.
That's
cruise.
right. We will be cruising with Sharon at Sea on 2020.
Crazy.
Look, we booked somebody else last night. I don't know. Well over 100 cabins. There's going to be other creators there. Griffin Alyssa's going to be there. I believe the Cruise Geeks are going to be there. There's a lot of people going to be on that cruise. The Claykowskis. I don't know.
Claykowskis.
So if you want to come to a big creative hoedown, all under the banner of Lido, Loca, and Sharon at Sea.
The Martins will be there.
It's going down in Funky Town, and you know that's serious. So jump on that group cruise.
Absolutely.
Christine Elkins been binge watching 100 Days to Havana. I love those videos. We had no idea what we were doing. I hope those are fun and entertaining still.
Frank, the wedding consultant. Sean and Frank, hello, you guys.
D&G. All right, look, it's Fenwick's. It's our Fenwick's Life. Okay.
Hello, Favor or Robert.
Favor, did they have these? So, of course, MSC has an association with Lego, and I felt bad that I only bought one of these, but I assumed that you already had this, Favor. This is a Lego model branded for MSC, and it's the Seaside. I was thinking about making a video building that. I don't know if you guys want a review of the Lego toy, but I just wanted to see if Favor may have that. So I should have bought two. I feel bad now.
Yes, so Tweety, it is.
So Tweety must be in the house. Mary Sherlock, Jessica Lauderdale, Diva Warrior, Keisha OKC. I think we said hello to the Flanagans.
Nana Loves Cruising. Get him on there.
BJ Reed. Jilly Ryder. Oh, thank you for the welcome back. All right, I'm going to the bottom.
Thank you for all the happy birthdays.
I'm going to the bottom. The Lido Life.
Favor bought two.
Oh, good.
Bam.
Good. So I really
that's a true Lego.
She built
collector.
one, save one. That's the way to
right.
go.
That's right.
All right, guys. Slinky Ingleking said I didn't have
Flip Flop Excursions. Hello, you guys.
What's up, Flip Flop? Slinky Ingleking said I didn't have to say their last name, but I think I got it nailed. Florida Krista, part of the Degenerates. What's going on? Maureen Crosby, Jake Capone. Brand new Jury Duty cruise shirts coming soon. That's right. That's right. I do it from the Lido, baby.
That's right.
Let's see. Alana Zango. I don't know why I can't say that. Zingano. Alana. I'll just call you Alana.
The group cruise 2020 is the Carnival Breeze.
Kate Falconer. Of course, J-Bo is in the house.
That's right.
Just Pamela. Wow, so many names.
Taya and J-Bo.
All right. Anybody have questions about the MSC Seaside before we start jumping into some things?
That's right.
I'll say some more hellos later. Let's get into some stuff.
Okay. Hello, guys. Hello, Gordon.
I might be at the bottom. No, I can't be at the bottom. Did it all stop?
All right. So they want to know about the food.
All right. So MSC hooked us up with the dining trio package, and that allowed us to eat at 3 of the 4 specialty restaurants for dinner. They have a steakhouse called Butcher's Cut. They have a seafood restaurant called Ocean K. They have a teppanyaki place. I think it's just called teppanyaki. I don't know.
Right.
And they have an Asian fusion restaurant, and it's by Roy Yamaguchi, not to be confused with the figure skater.
Right.
So the first night we had the steakhouse, and it was delicious. I don't want to go too detailed on the specifics because I'm working on all the food video. But look, Jenny got real adventurous. Wait till you see this on the vlog. She ate some goose liver pate on a hard-boiled egg. There's so many things wrong about that dish. Wait till you see the face that she made. But it was prepared well. It was good. So the special.
Was it good?
I don't know. I didn't try it. The specialty restaurants, let's just say this, they were all high quality, and I understand why people pay money for that. The buffet, now the big complaint about the buffet was the lack of selections, and that was true. Like, I would say that compared to other cruise lines that we've gone on, the actual quantity of the selections are less.
Right.
However, I did not taste any food on the buffet that wasn't great.
Right. I think they went more for quality instead of quantity.
Yep.
I think that they had a different pasta every day.
Fresh pasta every day.
Right. 2 or 3 different. But do you remember the ravioli?
They had a beef ravioli. Now look, I was a latchkey kid. Do they even use that term anymore?
I don't think so.
And I always made sure that my mom would get me beef ravioli. So I'm an old school, loving Chef Boyardee out of the can ravioli. So I don't know if that makes my palate immature when it comes to beef ravioli. However, I look, you want to know who knows about food? It's big people like me. And so the beef ravioli was off the chain. The pasta was made fresh daily. The pastries, the bread was made fresh daily. And they tried to keep it Americanized in some levels. So there was hot dogs and hamburgers.
The hamburgers were good.
Cold cuts every day. Mm-hmm. And let me say this about MSC, and this is going to be the overriding theme. MSC started out as a shipping company in Europe.
What does it stand for? Somebody asked.
I don't know. We'd have to look it up. And they became a cruising company, and they wanted to break into the North American market. So they designed the MSC Seaside specifically to be a Miami-based cruise ship going to the Caribbean. It's actually designed somewhat like the skyline of Miami. So if you look at the aft of that ship, it kind of resembles the high-rises that you pass when you leave Miami. And the whole goal was to pull in the North American crowd. However, there are a lot of Europeans that live in the United States and all of North America, and it draws those Europeans. And so I don't know how many, I don't know what the mix was. I think there was like 27 different nationalities of passengers, and I think if you add the crew in there, it was well over 50 nationalities. And so everything was super international. They gave all the announcements in multiple languages. All the placards above the food were in multiple languages. And so it was a lot different than just cruising, say, out of Charleston, South Carolina, or cruising out of Mobile. Those are distinctly American-feeling cruising places without a lot of international flair. This was international all the way, and I, for one, enjoyed it. Yeah. It was really neat to see all those cultures converge under one roof, and I kind of dug it. But so that's the big takeaway. If you're thinking about cruising MSC, you have to go in with those open eyes that it is kind of international in its flavor.
Yeah. My cousin Tara is in the house. She was on the cruise with us.
What's up, Tara?
She was talking about the pizza.
She liked it or she didn't like it? Yeah. So the other thing, of course, most people were... It depends. Now, this is traditional Italian pizza. Real focus on the crust, real focus on the sauce, and the toppings are minimal. And it was delicious every time that we ate it. Mm-hmm. The cool thing about pizza is it's a staple in their food selection. So they had pizza. They had a dedicated pizza bar.
Right.
So people have this question. There were no 24-hour included food options.
No.
The only food that you could get 24 hours a day was room service, and you had to pay different prices depending on the time of the day. We were in the lowest level, we were in the Bella, and so that meant we paid for all of our room service. But they had a regular buffet that stayed open, I believe, until 8 or 9, and then they had a late night buffet that opened from 10 to 1.
Right.
And all the buffets had a pizza section. So at breakfast you could get pizza. At
with
lunch,
eggs on it.
Yeah, at lunch you could get pizza. At dinner you could get pizza, and for the late night buffet you could get pizza. And you could also order pizza from room service. But the late night buffet was really a treat. It had pizza, and it had cold cuts, and it had desserts, and it was really nice. We hit that.
So it was
a lot.
the 3 Ps.
The 3 Ps. If you haven't seen that video, on the on the third day of the cruise, I was so taken back by how good the 3 Ps were. I made a video about the pizza, the pasta, and the pastry, and I didn't say much other than it was really good, and that was my takeaway when I got off of the cruise. Also.
Yeah.
Scott Wolf, did you do the yacht club? No.
No.
Oh, Nana loves cruising. She was on the ship with us, and she said they make close to 700 to 800 pizzas a day.
Wow, that's crazy, right?
Yeah, Lido Life, that egg pizza, it was a hard, or what is it, a fried egg or something. It was the full egg in the middle of a slice.
Somebody asked about the entertainment. So the cruise director, Eric, was really wonderful, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
So this was the second, more so than, so we've been on Carnival, Princess, Royal Caribbean, and now MSC. The cruise director on MSC was the closest to what I would say a traditional Carnival cruise director was.
Yeah, he was a lot of fun.
He was real active. He was hyping up the crowd. And what was interesting, I was really moved on the Oasis how they had committed a lot of different performers to a lot of different disciplines. So again, you had like a whole Broadway cast that did Cats, and you had athletes that did the dive show. Well, on MSC, it was different. They had an ensemble cast that performed 7 shows, 3 shows a night, and it was fabulous. From singing to dancing to acrobats, they had contortionists. Like I mentioned somewhere else, they've somehow incorporated pole dancing into their shows, and so there was some pole dancing, juggling. The shows were great. And they didn't have a traditional stand-up comedian. They had this thing called beer prov, and it's where they mix beer
was so hilarious.
and improv comedy. It was really good. It was really good. Good night, David. Thanks for stopping by.
Thank you for the birthday wishes.
Billy Saunders, they had the Michael Jackson tribute. That was their big finale show.
Let me tell you.
It was pretty amazing.
It was unbelievable.
Yeah, so Tweety...
Like you felt like you were in a Michael Jackson concert.
Yeah. So Tweety said that the pole dancing, trying to get ahead of Virgin. Yeah, I was kind of shocked. I mean, it wasn't like raunchy pole dancing, but it was... they used pole dancing as an art form, so it was kind of interesting.
Yeah, so someone asked about the drink package. So with our booking, and with my family's booking as well, there was a special that was going on that they received, and we received the... what was it called, the drink package?
It was like the basic
It
level.
was like a basic drink package.
I called it just the tip because that's all you had to pay. It was just the tip.
Yeah, so it was pretty awesome. Like we would go and you could go up to the bar and get it's like one pour, Cape Cod is like cranberry and vodka, that kind of stuff, or rum and Coke.
Right.
And then waters and sodas. So soda was, 41 cents?
Yep.
And then the liter bottle of water was 71 cents, around there. So it was really kind of cool because that's all you paid. So you didn't have that tip line, and it really worked out very well.
It was pretty cool. The most expensive drinks that we got on the cruise ship were coffee.
Right.
Like coffee was not included in the package. Now the brewed coffee on the buffets was really good.
Oh, it was fantastic, their coffee.
But I went for iced coffee a couple times. The iced coffee was smaller than what I get at Starbucks, and it was like $5.50. So I ended up, I don't really drink soda. You guys know that. But I drink soda because soda was 41 cents opposed to this semi-okay iced coffee. And so to get my caffeine intake, I drink some Cokes there, and so I could easily get addicted to Coke again, but not Coke the drug, but Coke the soda. And so it's I don't know, but it was cool because they don't make you, there's no way to over tip there. They have a pretty cool automated system where all of the drink orders were taken through a handheld tablet, and you just signed digitally. So that was actually really cool.
Yeah, and a button in the buffet. Did you talk about that?
No, I didn't. And so another thing that people are either going to like or dislike, when we were on Princess and we've been on other cruise lines, the staff in the buffet, they come up to you and they ask you if you want something to drink, and then sometimes multiple people do that. I'm not a huge fan of that. I'm a kind of just leave me alone kind of thing, especially if one person's already asked me for a drink. It's frustrating when multiple people ask you for a drink. But on there, the staff didn't really engage you unless you engaged them. They had a button on the table where you could, kind of request service, and it was cool. Everybody was helpful. Nobody was rude, but they weren't really in your face, and I kind of like that. So,
Missy Cutler, thank you so much. I will definitely enjoy that for my birthday. I appreciate it.
That's right, and I'm taking Jenny to Starbucks, so that works out fine. The Bickleys are in the house. What's going
Bickleys!
on? Yeah, we don't know how
Kelly
much.
and Christina.
What did you drink mostly? So you had a couple of those Cape Cods, which is vodka and cranberry.
Right. I drank the water mostly.
Yeah.
Yeah,
we got a lot of water.
Like I said, the coffee in the buffet was fantastic. My aunt bought me a frozen mojito. What
is that what it is? I don't know.
With coconut. Oh, it was so good.
I don't know if I can't remember what the captain was Italian. So I don't know if that's who that was or not, Captain Scolari. Well, it was pretty interesting. On the first night of the show, he came up and welcomed everybody, and then he did that. It was a pretty long welcome, talking about the ports that we were going to go to. I think he did it in and maybe Don can help me with the count, but I think he did it in 6 or 7 languages. It was pretty impressive.
DNG, thank you so much. And 21, I'll go grab a drink.
That's right. It's time to get your drink on.
That's right.
Let's see.
So someone asked, I've read that some people sunbathe topless. Is that true?
Yeah, so
yes.
I didn't see it firsthand, but of course Julie is in the chat, and I think they saw, I don't know if it was Julie, but somebody saw a dude. So let's put it like this. It's that was the busiest pool deck I've ever seen in my life. That was the most tanned people I've ever seen in my life. I don't understand all I know is swimming trunks. I know what a Speedo is, but there must be some sort of new version of Speedo that look like my boxer briefs, because there was regular swimming trunks, there were Speedos, and then there was something in between that didn't leave much to the imagination. And then I do believe that somebody said they saw a dude fully nude, and there were some topless sunbathing, and there were kids everywhere. So not everywhere, but I don't know if those things intermixed or not. But it was a real European kind of flavor on the Lido deck.
Yeah.
Let's see.
Betty O, yes. Send me an email on, you could send me a Facebook message or send me an email at travel@lalidaloca.com.
Mike, you said the food from 1 to 10. I would give it a solid 8. I didn't really eat anything that I didn't like. I ate at the specialty. I ate about 3 meals in the MDR. I ate at the buffet several times. And I tell you what, if you look at my past videos, I don't eat a lot of things off the buffet. I ate pasta several times. The food was just really, really great.
Yeah, so my favorite in there for breakfast, they had the best French toast. The French toast
it was like a thick...
it was so wonderful. It really was great. So let's talk about the casino.
Yeah, so I see Sharon's question down there. Probably the most disappointing thing for me on the cruise line. We hit the casino, and they had just about every game imaginable, except the game that I played. There was no way to throw... The dice were not hot on the MSC. You know why? There weren't any dice on the MSC. How do you
do that?
How do you have a casino and you don't have a craps table? I know that they play craps in Europe. I don't think it's a... Actually, I don't know. Let me not speak out of school here. Is craps an American invention? Like, is it not known in Europe or something like that? No craps table. Now, I did play some roulette, and I played some video blackjack, but I was less motivated to go to the casino. Now, normally the way we work it is Jenny loses and I win just enough not to feel bad about ourselves. And I didn't have a good opportunity to do that because there was no craps table there.
Okay, so I'll talk real quick about the casino, but it'll probably be in the videos. So let's just say this. My first day My first time on the slot machine. I get up and I go get a drink because I'm like, oh, I got the drink package. Let's see what's included. I was so excited. I go to sit down at my next slot. And guess what? I forgot to cash out on my first machine.
Jenny, so basically, Jenny left a machine with cashola.
I made a rookie mistake, you guys. So, right off the bat, I was $40 down. But then I made that up. So, for the first couple of days, I was up for the first couple of days.
Yes.
And then by the end of the week, I think I was... How do we put it in La Lido?
Hey, we were about even.
I was even.
I'm pretty sure we were about even. Let's see. Somebody said they were from, and I don't think that was tongue-in-cheek. Of course, Ian's in the house.
Ian!
G'day, Ian. What's up? Ian says no craps on most of the Australian cruises. And then I saw somebody say that they were from Scotland and they didn't know. Lisa Wilson, are you joking? She said had no idea. Ha ha. I don't know, but it's dice, right? It's dice that you throw on a table. Let me know if you have that or not. I'm completely interested.
Deborah Bolton, thank you so very much. Good night, my dear.
Could we compare the pools? We could. We didn't swim at all, but on Sea Day, every pool was crowded, okay?
It was packed, you guys.
They did have some pretty cool pools. They have a pool on the aft. That is the South Beach pool. All the pools are 6 feet deep. You kind of walk in, and then all of a sudden you're swimming. That was kind of the coolest looking pool. The Miami Beach pool is the main Lido pool. It was kind of small, but it had like a little waterfall, a little place to sit under. And it also had these cool they weren't tanning beds, but they were mattresses that laid out by there. That pool was pretty cool. And then the jungle pool actually is under a retractable roof. Now, if you are sun-averse like me, the jungle pool is the place to go because all the loungers are in the shade, and then that pool is the only thing that's out in the sun. They were all packed on sea days, and on the port days not as crowded. But we didn't stay on, so I didn't see a lot of it.
And listen, there was a lot of chair hugs.
Yes,
and there's no rules. And Jamie would be like, "She out of here."
I went and filmed about 6 or 7 one morning, and almost every chair, it was a sea day, almost every chair already had a towel on it, and they were not doing anything about it really. I saw a lady come out about 8 o'clock and approach the lifeguard, distraught. She's like, every day I try to get a chair, I come out early, there's nobody out here, but all these chairs are taken. And the guy was like, yeah, you just got to get out here earlier. So it was kind of wild.
All right, let's talk about EMD. Embarkation.
EMD, so that's
what they, someone had asked.
Yeah. So yeah, we're trying to rebrand. So to me, this is something from our cruises that I've come up with. The 3 biggest pain points in cruising is the EMD, the embarkation, the muster, and the debarkation.
Right.
Embarkation was interesting. We took a shuttle from a hotel. They dropped us off, and I think embarkation was fairly smooth. We walked in, we went through security, we went upstairs and waited in a small line, and then we went right on the cruise ship.
Right.
So that was as fast as we wanted it to be. The muster, I don't know if you saw my video today. The only thing that was stressful about the muster is that I was trying to get internet and standing in line right when the muster sounded. But it was only one deck up in one of the dining rooms, and Jenny and I had to find each other. But other than that, I think we sat down for like 4 minutes total. They gave the muster instructions in 3 languages. We met Don in the muster room. It was a dining room, and then it was over. You didn't have to try on your life jacket. Super easy. Debarkation was a little bit of a challenge. Now, we left we got in line to debark at 7 a.m., and we were back to our car by 8:30. So overall, if you look at it from that perspective, not a big deal. But we were doing the carry off your own luggage, and there was really no organization. We went and got in this line that went nowhere, and then it had to converge in another line, and there were people coming off of the elevators. And let me just tell you, everybody was mad. Everybody was mad. Everybody had assumed that everybody jumped line, but there was really no organization. So other than having to be aggressive to kind of get in line to get off of the cruise ship and try to keep the peace and people not get mad, that was the biggest stressful part. But once we got through that, we took a lift back to the hotel, and we got one of those big Suburbans, and it was great. So
that was nice. Now, my family, they stayed on the ship, so until later.
Yeah.
And my sister had said that their getting off the ship was okay.
Probably much more organized.
Yeah.
I wonder if more people did the carry off than they
Right, you gotta
expected.
wonder, right? Because there was a lot of Europeans, and they had to get to their planes, I'm sure.
Yeah.
Yeah. Flip Flop Excursions, thank you so much. I miss you guys. We're
Thanks
going to have to come over and visit you guys.
I wish
soon.
Charleston was close to us. Maybe we
know.
could come visit. We don't really know anybody in Charleston. I'm just kidding. We got to go over there.
Terry Elliott, so driving down, it was 12 hours? Was it about 12 hours?
Yeah, so we did it all in one
It was
day.
not bad.
We left at 4:08 a.m. on that Thursday, and we were there in Miami by 5. So yeah, somewhere 12 to 13 hours. And then when we drove home, we broke it up. We went from
Good night, Christina.
Miami to Jacksonville in about 5.5 hours, and then I don't know how long it took us to get back to Charlotte. Maybe 6 hours or something like that.
Yeah.
Wasn't too bad.
Cousin Tara is, she's saying that she felt it was the most organized, and maybe, at that end of the time, because a lot of people were, I think there was like half of the ship, and I really just kind of compare it to, we do self-carry, and we did that on the Oasis, and the Oasis was super smooth.
It was smooth.
Yeah.
MSC have anything like the Key or Faster the Fun? Not that we noticed. Faster the
Well,
Fun.
I mean, if you had the yacht, you had a special elevator, and you had priority, and you had all that stuff.
Yeah, so you can pay for different... So we were on the lowest level. They have tiered cruising. Maybe that's the best way to call it. And we were in this thing called Bella. And depending what tier level you bought into, had different perks. And so you could... But you couldn't just like one-off buy like Faster the Fun. You had to buy a whole different cruising experience. Busy Mama's asking for tips for Costa Maya and Cozumel. We've only been to Cozumel a couple times. If some of you guys experienced out there might tell them some things. The big thing, most of the ports in Cozumel are really kind of friendly. And then as you move away from the cruise ship, most of those places have like a taxi stand. If you port downtown, there's a lot of Americanized stuff there. But the thing is, you just want to make sure that you're going to a place that's an established like taxi, or make sure that you arrange something in advance. But I felt pretty safe in Cozumel. I rode around in Cozumel by myself. So
Right. Good night, War Eagle. I'm sorry you're having a bad night at work.
Oh, sorry, Mike.
We'll see you soon.
Mark.
The Lido Life. We'll see you soon.
I did say Miami. Do you like that? I'm trying to change. I'm trying to add that to the lexicon.
I think he was hanging out with Don for a week.
Don doesn't say Miami.
Listen, we're getting so many. We missed you guys. I mean, like, it was weird last Tuesday not going live. I missed everybody.
Yeah. It's always
we tried, you guys.
We very rarely miss. And so it's a little sad. I don't know. I'm sorry, Lisa Wilson. Yeah, so it's craps is a game played with dice, and you're trying to throw certain numbers. Sometimes 7 is good, sometimes it's bad.
Yeah.
Let's see. Somebody said something. There's so many people in here tonight. Hey, again, if you're new here, welcome. We appreciate. We try to talk to as many people as possible, and if we didn't get to say hello or we didn't answer your question, much apologies. But we're glad. Doreen Zink asked, "How was the room?" So we got lucky on the Oasis of the Seas. So this was our first ocean view balcony, but our second balcony overall. We had an interior facing balcony on the Oasis of the Seas, and the cool thing, the bed was near the door to the balcony, and the couch was near the closet, and the vanity was near the closet. On the MSC Seaside, it was opposite, which made using the closet really hard because the bed was very close to it.
Right.
But I liked the room, and I did like the ocean view balcony. It was amazing.
It was wonderful. So someone asked, so MSC does some really great specials. A lot of times they'll do
Good night, Dana.
Like they'll do the drink package and free Wi-Fi, and you can get the ocean view balcony for under $2,000.
Yeah, so this cruise was probably, I mean, we paid more for Carnival cruising before, and so it's you can catch MSC at the right time and try this ship out. Again, I recommend if you have a little bit of an eclectic taste, if you want to mix and mingle with the international crowd, if you are happy with things that aren't necessarily traditional to what you may have experienced before, I would say go for it. But if you're somebody that's not into that stuff, then I don't think it's the cruise ship for you. But I tell you what, I liked it. I had a really good time on it.
Yeah.
But I think it's really personality driven, right? I think it's hard to recommend if you just got to know those things going in and be prepared for it. So I liked it a lot.
Yeah. So someone told me that I should have went up to. So as soon as I figured out that I left my money in that slot machine, I did run up to the casino manager and someone else that was there.
Yeah.
And they took my name down. That was it.
Nobody came back with your $40.
No.
Thank you, Emily, for bringing that question to our attention. The atrium is really spectacular. It's a floor to ceiling atrium, probably 4 deck levels, and it's got these huge LCD screens that they put all this cool stuff on with stages in front of it where the performances happen, and the whole atrium is kind of I can't think of a good word for it. There's like 6 sets of these crystal staircases that live on both sides of the atrium. We took a picture there. One of the only pictures we bought from the professional photographer was a picture of us on the crystal staircase. Mm-hmm. Pretty spectacular. I'm pretty sure I've got some good footage of it, so I'll make sure that I show it.
Hey, Sherry from Cruise Tips TV.
What's up, Sherry?
Junior editor.
Yeah, and Mr. Cruise Tips TV.
That's right.
Let's see. I saw
that staircase was amazing. Oh, wait. I just have to say something. So, Fava from the Fenwick Life, she has vlogs because they were on the seaside.
Yeah.
And I remember her saying about the mirrors and da-da-da. So, Fava, I did take that into consideration. I still walked into the mirrors.
There's this one area, I believe it's on deck 8, the Seaview bar is there and the sports bar. And they have these mirrors and also down by the theater, I remember I almost walked into a wall. It's so bizarre. It's a mirror. You see your own self in it, and you can still walk into it. I don't know how you pull it off, but I did. Like, I almost walked, and it's really, but I tell you what, the ship was really neat. It was, the decor was a lot of dark purples, and like bordering on maroon, and they used a lot of chrome and a lot of mirror, and it had a really modern feel to it. The other thing that I want to say about the atrium is they extended the feel of the atrium all the way to like where you would go to the hallways. Mm-hmm. And so I believe it was deck 7 was the champagne bar, and it wasn't just isolated to the left or the right of the atrium. The whole area surrounding the atrium on deck 7 was called the champagne bar. And so there was a consistent theming, a consistent furniture style, and one of it was like a French bistro. I think that might have been deck 6 or deck 8. And then another one was another bar, but it was really cool. I got sidetracked. Hopefully, it probably won't make a lot of the vlog, but I know I filmed a lot of chairs just because I thought the modern furniture was really cool, and I ended up filming a lot of that.
Yeah, it was pretty amazing.
Speaking about the vlogs, I should have episode 1. I should have Embarkation ready to premiere tomorrow night at 7 p.m. So if you want to join us for a watch party, we will be on live chat and we will premiere the first episode of the vlogs. We're going to start right off with us getting on the ship. Mm-hmm. We, like we said, we spent a couple days with family the first couple days, so we didn't do any pre-cruise vlogging. So we're going to hit the ground running. We're going to get on the shuttle bus and go right to the MSC Seaside. So that's tomorrow night at 7 p.m. I'll make sure that I put up a post here pretty soon so that you can set a reminder. But It's time to rock and roll.
Lisa, I'm sorry. I've seen your question twice. So when I am on the cruise, so you have to remember I lived in Florida for a long time. So most of the time I don't wear a lot of makeup on the cruise, and I will pull my hair back. But if I do put some makeup on, I always use a setting spray, and it kind of just kind of stays. So.
Yeah, and so I don't know if the question was for me also, but
I don't know.
Usually I just take a brush and deodorant and a toothbrush, and I have this pasty hair gel that I use. I can make a video on that if you guys want.
Well, setting spray was for my face.
So yeah, so I'll take a shower, I'll brush my hair. This is what I do with my beard. Are people asking? I don't know if people are asking.
I don't know if they're asking.
This is what I do with my beard, and then a little hair gel. Look. Can I tell you the biggest faux pas that I made? We got on the shuttle bus, and as we were pulling away, I looked down into the back of the rental car, and guess what was there?
What?
Old Blue. Old Blue did not make it onto the Seaside.
He didn't make it.
He spent the week in Miami with Pitbull. Mr. Worldwide.
Really?
I think so. Tips for San Juan, taxi to the Castillos. Oh, somebody's giving tips. Now, let me tell you what Don and I did. We walked around. Look, the best $5 I've spent on a cruise. We found these lovely. There's a square, probably less than a half a mile from the cruise port that has a cool statue of Christopher Columbus. It is at the foot of the big fort. It is right next to the governor's house. I'm trying to walk through it in my mind. But at that square, there were these two folks that had birds. I don't know what kind of birds they are. I'm going to call them macaws. I'm going to call them parrots. I don't know. I don't know what they were. They were beautiful. But for $5, they would put these birds on you, and they put me through about, I don't know, I'd say 10 or 15 different poses. The lady that was working with the gentleman took all these pictures with my camera, and then of course Don was there with us, and so he did some filming, and then we got Don doing the same thing. $5. It was look, I didn't know I'd be that excited to have birds on me. I was super excited, and then we walked up that street and we found the umbrella installation. It's an art installation, and it sits in front of this big gated building. I don't know what it was, but it was fabulous. So you don't necessarily have to spend a lot of money to walk around Puerto Rico. I think we spent $5 each, or maybe a little more. I bought some postcards in Puerto Rico, but we had a great time. We were out there for about 2.5 hours. We probably walked 2 miles and saw a lot of cool stuff there in San Juan. So you can do it. And I know people like to go eat. There was a lot of restaurants lining the streets there also.
Yeah. Good night, Frank.
See you, Frank.
Busy Mama. And Sean. Busy Mama, that was a great deal at Ulta. You wouldn't know.
Katie Bourne with the essential question, did I wear socks? What is funny is we met Julie and Mike during the sail away. I was up on the top deck getting some footage of us leaving Miami, and the very first question that Julie asked me is, did I have socks on? She can attest that I was wearing the low profile, no show shock socks with my new shoes. So my feet were covered, and the stinkiness was held to a minimum, I'm assuming.
That's right. Good night, Liz. I'm so glad that you came in.
Good night.
Captain Table MDR. Jenny, is your family in a lot of the video, or were they camera shy at all? I think it was a little bit of both, and I think that we all, they're in some of the video.
Yeah.
But a lot of us just kind of did our thing. My family enjoys the sun a lot, and I don't really like to sit out there and sweat too much. So
yeah, so I do have some shots of the family, but it's not real family intensive. So the vlogs, you're gonna get a lot of me and Jenny and a lot of Don. So I hope you like Don, because we hung out with Don as much as possible. We had a really good time.
KY Travels. Hey, we didn't shout out everybody.
Oh, that's right. Wow, this hour has gone quick. So we do have a lot of cool creators in the house tonight, and please let the people out there know if you are a creator. Type creator in big capital letters by your name. And if you are a consumer of cruise content and you are sad because your feed is not filled with content every night, just if you go to the right of the chat, there's going to be these 3 dots. If you click it, you'll be able to go to somebody's channel and subscribe. We have a lot of cool creators out there. Everybody's trying to hit some milestones. Our friends Matt and Sandy, the Cruise Geeks, they're almost to the 1,500 mark. Go out there and subscribe to their channel. And so, everybody that's creating out there, let the people know and go show them some love.
Yeah, the nightlife. The nightlife was awesome. They had a silent disco. It was the funniest thing.
I was stuck in a show. I didn't get to see it, but I know Jenny filmed some of it. Silent disco is really neat. You put headphones on, and does everybody have the same music in their ear?
No.
So you tune to your own music, and then it's just from the spectator perspective, it's just a bunch of people flaying around in dead silence, right?
Yeah, it's pretty funny.
That's pretty wild.
Yeah, pretty wild.
Brittany Hall creates nothing but chaos.
What?
Chaos. That's a great statement. Oh, Griffin and Alyssa collect puppies. That's nice.
Will we consider ever going on a Disney cruise someday? It depends, right?
I think we would go on a Disney cruise. There's no casino on there, so really, our cruising profile, if you want to call it that, the more cruises you go on, the things that you realize. Now, I love entertainment. So I think Disney would have me covered there. I love food. I know Disney would have me there. But a big component for us is a little bit of the casino action, and they don't have that there. And it's expensive. So to give up the casino and go more expensive when there's a lot of other cruise lines that we could try that would have a casino, it's way down the list somewhere.
Yeah. Did we feel movement on the ship? Yes, we were on the deck 15.
Yeah.
And at night we would feel it swaying back and forth, but it was like just an easy rock.
It was the most movement that I've ever felt on a ship. That's the highest up we've ever been on a cruise ship also. So deck 15, we were toward the aft, and so it was definitely a side to side. The interesting thing is one night I laid and fell asleep on the couch, and that was the weirdest I ever felt, because when you're laying on the bed and you're going like that, it's almost like a rocking. But when I was laying on the couch, I was going like that, so the rocking would go from my feet to my head. It was really weird. So that's a pro tip. Don't lay on the couch if the ship is being moved by the sea.
Good night, C. John. Thank you. Flip-flop. We went to... Where did we go? St. Martin, St. Thomas, and Puerto Rico.
Yes, and let me tell you what, we've been to other islands before, but the St. Thomas and St. Martin, it was just stinking beautiful. Now we took a tour on a tour bus at St. Thomas, and so we got to some high elevated places, and we got to look out over all the different islands. It was beautiful. And then we did an ATV tour. Don and I did ATVs on St. Martin, and again, we went to some really cool places. We went to Maho Beach, saw airplanes landing. We went to some high peaks and looked down at other islands and cruise ships, and it was wonderful. I just want to say that.
Yeah, and someone wants to know if we would go on MSC again.
I would go on MSC again. Now, again,
absolutely.
Our cruising philosophy is to go on a different cruise ship and a different cruise line as much as possible. Again, we have some cruises booked on Carnival, group cruises, because we have a lot of people that cruise with us that like Carnival. But yeah, we were always wanting to try new cruise lines. So I would cruise the Seaside again because I like the Seaside, but I'm not ready to get back on the Seaside because I want to try something different.
Yeah,
so
we need to get on NCL.
Yeah, so Don, I don't know if you guys heard Don. Don just came off a cruise with less than 10 days left to go.
Yeah.
And he is making the trip to Southampton in the UK to get on the brand new MSC Bellissima. So Don is going on another MSC ship, and I can't wait to see what's going on there.
I know it.
Celebrity Edge sounds good.
Oh, the Celebrity Edge. Didn't we see it? Did we see?
No, we saw the Equinox.
Oh, right.
Yeah, we saw the Equinox in Puerto Rico.
The Equinox was beautiful, too.
Truth in Messiah. Memory cards. So this cruise we brought 4 cameras, and each one of them had a 128 gigabyte memory card in it, and then I had 2 spare 64 gigabyte cards in it. And the new thing that I took this time was the 1 terabyte solid state drive by SanDisk, and that thing was a dream. I think on day 3 and on day 5 and on the last day of the cruise, I took all of those memory cards and I copied them over to this external hard drive. It was super fast. But I always take I'm an N+1 guy. That's a redundancy conversation. And so if you have 4 things that you need, you should always take 5 things in case one of those things break. And I'm actually N+2, so I needed 4 memory cards. I took 2 extra memory cards just in case.
Right.
Same thing with external hard drives. I got that new SanDisk hard drive. I took that, and I also took 2 extra hard drives. And so I made 3 copies of my footage before I got off the cruise ship because I was a little paranoid that way.
Really?
Yes.
Bridge of Sighs, really scary or really neat? It was amazing.
It was really neat. On the
the
last day, I finally figured out where I could get a good shot of it, and so I have some really you'll see it in the intro of the vlog. I highlight the Bridge of Sighs as one of my favorite features on the Seaside, and it's in the intro. So
yeah, Ship Shape with Anne, Stephen and Anne. They just got off of the Princess, and they are putting up their vlogs now. And I love the Princess, so I'm looking forward to checking out their vlogs. Yeah, their food, Princess's food is wonderful.
The Fenwicks take 15 memory cards. I wouldn't be able to keep up with them all. But I do like the fact that you've got that much in case.
I mean, that's impressive.
See you later, Wooster. Have a good one.
Wooster.
All right, Jenny. It is coming to the end of the hour. Anybody?
It is.
Did I not say hello to anybody? Somebody throw out some hellos. I'll give some goodbyes if you guys want to. If you want me to say your name. put something down in the chat, and I'll try to say goodbye to everybody. Mm-hmm. We'll give it just a couple minutes.
Yeah, Mike, I think that MSC Seaside, yes, when it first came out, there was some issues. I think they have tried to resolve all of those. We had a really great time.
Yeah, it was a blast. That's what you're going to get from us at the end of this. You're going to see us having a good time. We'll do a video to tell you about the things that we didn't like, but there's more things that we liked than we didn't like.
Absolutely.
All right, I'm going to say some quick hello, goodbyes.
Hello, York. Welcome.
Susan McDaniel in the house. Oh, wow, it just jumped on me. Man, I was trying to... Kat Falconer, York Ragsdale, Zach Two Turnt, Olivia in the house. What's up, Olivia?
Yes, get with me before the sale goes off.
Say hello to me. Shipshape with Ann and Steven. I said hello earlier.
Hello.
Go watch the replay, but I'm happy.
Girl.
I'm happy to say it again. Brittany Hall, Diacritical One. What's going on, buddy? Sheila in the house. Greg Strickland. Ashley Huber. Roy, I don't even know if I said hello, but I think I mentioned you. Mary.
Captain Table MDR. His daughter has the same birthday as me. She must be wonderful.
Jan Booth. James C. The Candlers. Oh, man, this chat's going crazy tonight. All right, guys. If I didn't say hello.
Hello.
Seaweed 2007. Sup? What's going on? Doreen Zink. All right, guys. Wow, this hour went quick.
Yes.
Thanks so much.
Do they start tomorrow?
7 o'clock tomorrow night. Join us and see our adventures on the MSC
Say my name,
Seaside.
say my name.
Say my name, Okay, flip-flop excursions. We said, what are you doing? Hello, Tracy and Evelyn, going on their first cruise. Happy birthday, 225.
Rhonda
Good night,
Jeff.
Big G and Schnuggles. I don't think I said hello.
Snuggles.
Schnuggles.
I love that.
All right. That's it. Thank you all so much for joining us. Again, thank you. I know people are saying hit the like button, but it's the YouTuber in me. Please hit the like button. If you're new here and you haven't subscribed, we do invite you to subscribe. And
wait, 7 a.m. or 7 p.m.? 7 p.m.
7 p.m. We're gonna be live. It's a watch party, so we'll be on chat to answer questions. So if you are new here, please subscribe. And this really is a family meeting. And so if you want to be a part of the Loca fam, please come over to the Lido Loca Cruising Community on Facebook and join over there to keep up with all the stuff. I think that's it. Thanks for stopping by, everybody. Again, my name's Tony.
And I'm Jenny.
And we are La Lido Loca. And until the next time,
we'll see you on the Lido.
We'll see you on the Lido.
Bye.
Bye. Jenny, they don't want us to come back. Like, do you want to come back? We'll come back. I mean,
KY is asking, really.
What's up? What's going on? We're not really going.
Leaving.
We're not really going. Is this guy getting old, Jenny?
It is.
You always like to do it. How dare you? Just because it's your birthday. Hey, guys, I scored an older woman. All right, that's it. Until the next time, we'll see you on the Lido.
Bye.
Bye.